Welcome back, guys, and today we have a big one. This is the one I've been waiting for a long time, since I've seen it at CES, and it is the Lian o11 Vision, and here it is. I finally got my hands on one thanks to Petar. So Pet, thank you very much for this. And now, folks, without further ado, let's get this one unboxed and see what we get. Okay, got my trusty knife here. Be very careful when opening packages with knives. Don't cut yourself. Don't go in too deep so you don't damage what's inside. So let's spin this around here. Do this side. Do the top. Put that away. Okay. I'll just put this down for 1 sec. Immediately on the top, we have the manual. And then, what is the best way to do this? Put it back up. Roll it over. And here we go. Just put the box to one side. Okay, which is the top, which is the bottom? Remember to be careful with this one if you are getting the o11 Vision, since it's 3 sides tempered glass. You want to be very careful with that, especially when unboxing it. Probably better to do it with a second person. It's really well packaged. I suppose it has to be. It's Lian, so you come to expect that from them. Okay. Slide that away. And there we go. I was a bit worried there. I thought I might need a second person. There's nobody here but me. Okay, I'll just turn this around so you guys can see. Put it at that sort of angle. And here we go. The Lian o11 Vision. Like I said, I've been waiting for this one since the CES show. And look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Okay, let's take a closer look. Okay, first off, we notice the front I/O panel is at the bottom. It's no longer at the top. We have over here a microphone combo jack. Then we have a USB 3.2 type C. Then we have 2 USB 3.0 ports right here on the bottom corner. Also on the front of the case, we have the power button right here. And just below it, this teeny tiny one, is the reset button. And I suppose the most striking thing about this case, the thing that is a major selling point for those of you out there who are like me, and this was a big plus for me, is the 3 full glass panels. We got the one here on the side, just like most PCs. Then we got the one on the front, and of course the one on the very top, which allows you a full view of what's inside your case. So this one is definitely geared towards the PC enthusiasts out there, the ones who like to build and show off their system. And I really can't wait to get this one open, get all my components in there, and see it in all its glory and show it off to everybody who might come over for a visit. So let's take a few of these panels off and see how the case comes together. Okay, to get the glass panels off, we'll start with the top one. You have here at the back 2 thumb screws. Just undo them. They're captive, so they will stay there. And then you slide it backwards and lift up. You have these little grommet thingies, these little dooblies, and they clip into these little holes at the top. And then you slide it and turn to tighten the screws, loosen, slide back, lift up. And then when you're putting it away, just be careful. You don't want to mess up the tempered glass. it's strong, but also if you hit it on the side, it can shatter quite easily. And for the front one, for the side one, I mean, you have one captive screw here. Just give that a couple of rotations and it comes loose. It won't go anywhere. Support the glass. Then here there's a little pad for your thumb. Just push that forward and lift up, and the glass panel comes away. Put that to one side. And then over here you have a screw at the bottom to undo the front tempered piece of glass, but you will have to undo another panel here. I will show you that once I take off the other side. And now to get this sidewall off, there are no screws for this one. You just put your thumb in the back, push it away, and same as the front, lift it up and it comes away easy peasy. Put that as well to one side. And now we can take a look at the rest of the case. I'll just spin this round for you guys. You have the PCMR Lian logo here, and then this panel is magnetic, and it hides all your cable management solutions over there. Just like with some other Lian cases, over here it comes with two removable hard drive bays. So you take this screw out, lift up, and take that out. Same with this one, unscrew, lift up, and it comes away just like that. Really easy, no stress with Lian cases. Another feature that I really like is here that Lian started using these white cables that they started with Evo XL, I believe. And that's also a big selling point to me. White case, why would you want anything else apart from white cables? So that is a big bonus for me. Now here's one thing I wanted to show you that I really like. These cable management brackets here, they can stay like this in this landscape orientation or horizontal. They can be moved up or down, so depending on how many cables you have, where you position them. But not only that, you can flip them over into the vertical position and just slide them, lock them into place. Same with this one. Just move these. You can put them wherever you like, however you like to have your cables, and that's a really cool feature that Lian have decided to put in. That again is another big plus from me. Now one more feature that I really like is over here, the power supply bay. It protrudes out of the case about 15 millimeters, which gives you a little bit extra room on the inside for cable management, and that is also a really cool feature. Now over here, if you notice, there's a little thumb screw. You don't need to undo that. You just push it downwards, and it's spring loaded, so it goes back up. So you push that down, and then you can lift this out, slide it out, and you can turn it around. In this position, you have more space inside the case, and in the other position you have more space on this outside back end of the case. So depending on how you want your AIO positioned, or your intake or exhaust fans, so you will flip that, push this down, flip it to your desired position, slot it back in, snap it in place, and you're good to go. Also, another cool feature, this door here that I've shown you before, it's magnetic. It's for hiding the cable management. If you don't want it there, you know, while you're working on your PC, it might be in the way, you just slide it up like that and take it away. Really simple. That's the best thing about this case. It's so customizable, so easy to work with, and literally no stress. Unless you're clumsy like me and you can't put it back together. And okay, there we go. A little bit more. No, I can't coordinate myself. Okay, we will leave that there for now, and I'll deal with that later. And now to show you how to remove the motherboard tray, which is really great for working with it. There's just 3 screws at the back. This one up here, this one here, and this one here. They're thumb screws, but also you can use your screwdriver. As always, I recommend the iFixit toolkit. That's my favorite. So you just undo these. Whoop, try not to lose them. Once these are out, just turn it around here for you guys. And I don't know if you can see this one here. Yeah, you can. It's still within shot. Just unscrew this one. And then you can remove the motherboard tray. There we go, that's out. And then this lifts up, slides away, and then you can take it to one side, fix your motherboard on it, work on it before you put it back in. Now the motherboard tray has two positions. You can have the standard position that it comes shipped to you in, which is the high position like this, or you have the low position which goes down further right at the bottom. But in order to do that, you have to remove this panel here using this thumb screw. I'll just show you that quickly. So we undo this thumb screw here, and then this comes away, and the motherboard tray goes into its lowest position like so. And then you just do the screws and you're good to go. Now here we have the case flipped on its side so I can show you this dust filter. It's really easy, there's no screws. You just grab the handle and slide it out, and then you can clean it if there's any dust accumulation if you live in a dusty area. And it's always good to take care of those things regularly because you don't want it clogging up your PC. And then when it's clean, just slot it back in. Hey presto, job done. Now one thing to note, if you have the motherboard in its high position at the top, you will only have room for one 120mm fan at the top here. If you have it in its lowest position, then you have the option to do two 120mm fans at the top. One thing I would have possibly done differently if it was totally up to me is these little pass-throughs for your cable management. As you can see on this fan, they are grey. I would have also done them white to match the case. If you have white cables, then like it's a blizzard, snowstorm, all white, just the way I like it. But you know, that's just personal preference. Apart from that, these are really nice soft rubber, nice and easy for the cables to go through, no stress there. If you're worried about, you know, fitting your radiator or any fans down here on this bottom tray, this one can also be removed. Unfortunately, there are no thumb screws in this one. It would have been rather awkward with the glass panel being there. So you have these two screws here, they're Phillips head screws. So take your trusty iFixit screwdriver, undo those. It's a little bit more fiddly not being thumb screws, but that's not a problem. Oh, this one's really tight. Just undo those screws, and then this comes away. Now you can attach your radiator or your fans nice and easily with no fuss. You don't have to flip the case. Then once you're done, slot it back in there, do the two screws, and you're good to go. Oh, and I suppose I should tell you about the storage. I missed that, too excited about the case. On this door, you have room for three 2.5-inch SSDs. You can put them one there, and one there. You get all the provided screws and grommets in the Lian little packet here. And of course, you've got these two drive bays that are removable, as you saw earlier. You can fit two 2.5-inch SSDs or 3.5-inch hard drives in here, and then tuck it all away. Loads of storage, loads of space for all your games, all your programs, and you're good to go. And of course, if you don't want to use any 2.5-inch or 3.5-inch hard drives, you can just take the bays out altogether for more airflow or more cable management space if you've got one of those motherboards with loads of M.2 drives. And that's always an option, which is another great thing, really fantastic about Lian cases. Now here you see the motherboard in its lowest setting, and you might think, oh, but Zan, now I've got these two great big ugly holes visible. I can see through them. I don't want that. Well, then you're in luck, because of course it's Lian, and they provide you with these grommets here. So these are designed to just fit nicely in. You can orientate them anywhere you like with this bit at the top or at the bottom, and then you can hide the big unsightly hole and make it a little bit more pleasurable to look at. So there you go. Thanks again, Lian. Awesome job. So there we have it. That was the absolutely fantastic Lian o11 Vision. Absolutely fantastic in my opinion. For you, it might not be. If I've missed anything during the video due to all my excitement, feel free to post any questions or comments down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Once again, today's video was made possible by Petar, so thank you very much. You're a star for making this possible for me. And For now, that's all we have time for, guys. Of course, I'll see you again in the next one. Take care.